People behave better when they are being watched, and even the illusion of being watched can have the same effect. Simply hanging a picture of human eyes in a self-service cafeteria led to more people returning their dishes. The sensation of inflexibility and hardness can make individuals rigid. Negotiators sitting on hard chairs were more resistant to compromise. Experiencing a rough surface instills a sense of the intricacy of human relationships, while coldness is closely associated with feelings of loneliness. When there is no effort required and a person can avoid directly refusing someone's request for help, they tend to engage in immoral acts or fail to fulfill the request. However, people are more likely to conform to expected behavior when making moral decisions in the presence of others. Lying demands significant mental effort. A person who is lying must simultaneously keep the lie they intend to tell and the truth they aim to conceal in mind. As a result, they tend to use simpler sentences and struggle with mental tasks. Successful and wealthy individuals are often perceived as more intelligent and wise, while the opposite is true for those who are less successful or suffering. People tend to believe that success or suffering is deserved. Happiness does not solely depend on having a large amount of money, but rather on having more than one's neighbors. People frequently compare themselves to others and derive satisfaction from being superior in certain aspects. Anger increases people's desire for possession. When confronted with angry faces, individuals exert more effort to acquire the associated object. The more complex a decision is, the more likely people are to maintain the status quo. If a store offers too many choices and people cannot readily determine which product is superior, they are more likely to leave without making a purchase. People are inclined to blame others rather than the situation when something negative occurs or conflicts arise because their brains release chemicals that make them feel betrayed, ultimately leading to egocentric behavior. Stress negatively impacts performance. When stress levels are high, individuals tend to perform below their usual efficiency, which in turn hampers productivity. Sibling rivalry is a major source of jealousy in people's lives. Anyone with siblings understands how competition between them can generate intense emotions. Research indicates that merely contemplating a backup plan can decrease the likelihood of achieving the primary plan, according to studies on human behavior. Individuals under the influence of power exhibit behaviors similar to those who have experienced traumatic brain injuries, displaying increased impulsivity, reduced risk awareness, and diminished ability to consider others' perspectives. Optimism is a learnable skill, as research in human behavior has shown. One can actively teach themselves to become more optimistic. Rap rage refers to the frustration and anger experienced when struggling to open packages. Shyness is an evolutionary adaptation. While bolder animals may have more mating opportunities and access to greater food resources, shyer individuals, by hiding on the sidelines, can avoid potential attacks. Human behavior generally changes for two primary reasons: either individuals have acquired sufficient knowledge and desire change, or they have experienced enough pain or hurt that change becomes necessary.